Hello everyone, this is Kona, and here I'm attacking as a Demoman on Control Point Steel. Kind of a confusing map sometimes, but it's alright if you get lost. It just takes a while to get used to it. So starting off here, out of this window, you can see those guys down there spawn trapping us, and that's one of the reasons why I don't like to start down there. It's because, well, one, you don't have a height advantage that much because you're shooting uphill, but also, it's such a tight doorway that you just attract a lot of attention, and people will just start spamming, like this soldier here, just start spamming inside this doorway, so I don't really like to exit out of there. I like to go up these stairs and try and flank the enemy from this top cliff here. Now this Demoman does manage to kind of, actually that's Prof Snape, I took him out. Some people, like soldiers and Demomen, like to come up here and try and spawn trap you, but they're really alone out there, so if you can take them out, this area is pretty much clear. So a little low on health here. I'm just trying to spam out these windows. I'm surprised that my team is not really pushing out the front gate, and so I always have to look back here and check behind me just to make sure that none of the enemy turn up this direction and start just spamming away at me. So dispenser out there, I do take it out and I see that spy. I'm not really sure where their sentries are. I figured they have sentries because usually there's a lot of sentries on this point. So I'm very cautious right now of moving in. Here, I'm actually trying to spam that doorway, and that's right where they come out of their spawn. It's a pretty good strategy, but I actually got in trouble one time. I got scolded by the server admins of this place. Because I was using this strategy. You can see it's very effective. I mean, look at those 2 kills right there, pretty easily. And ooh, Homura, my medic, thank you for healing me. But that strategy is really useful, and I got in trouble for it a few times, and it's just because, yeah, that's a little too close to spawn, and people were complaining. So I apologize for that. I don't do that anymore on this server. So here's another technique that I use as Demoman on this map, and that I stand here and I look straight up. And when I look straight up and fire my sticky bombs, they're not going to land right at my feet. They're actually going to arc behind me. And so you'll notice that I face my back towards the enemy and shot my sticky bombs straight up, and they kind of arc behind me. And what that does is that is the perfect distance to shoot sticky bombs right below that wall, right after that wall where it drops down. There's usually a sentry there when I play this map, and so I like to do that before moving on, because if you jump over that wall and you don't clear that sentry is going to shoot you right in the back, or it's going to shoot you from below, and you're going to get trapped up in the air. So you want to make sure that sentries are down in that area before moving on. So taking out this sentry emplacement, and ooh, crit rocket almost got me right in the face. And I was pretty lucky that I was able to dodge that. Continue spamming some stickies up here, and I'm almost ready to push, but look at that. Those guys are all on the point, and I think there's actually a sentry gun on the point as well. So I decide that, it's like 3 against 2. I don't want to push in quite yet. I want to make sure Homura here is fully healed before we go in. So spamming some more pipe bombs and stickies. This engineer tries to set up another sentry, but we manage to take it out. And I'm trying to flank them from this side because I'm trying to get a good angle on the point. Because you see that heavy over there? Boom, take him out. But I wasn't able to get him from the lower position, so I have to come over here and try and flank him. Here I think I accidentally took that engineer's ammo, so my bad. It's a good idea to kind of give ammo packs to engineers when they need it, because they'll probably need it. So I get popped Uber here, take out this sentry gun, and I don't really want to push out there. I mean, I don't have Uber, but I wanna set up on this point, set some sticky traps up, and prepare for the other team just rushing this point. So just staying here, I think one of our medics kind of rushed in there, and ooh, sticky bombs get blown back, and so I have to detonate them prematurely. Heavy on the point, I have to jump off for a bit just to take care of him. I do manage to get him, and I immediately set up my sticky trap again. And this is a good spot because they don't really check that spot. So you see that heavy who just rushed me? He mainly just saw me and just went for me, but he didn't see those sticky traps, so I was able to get him. Now I do realize that I have the skull cutter equipped, but this was before I really understood the downsides of this weapon. The thing was, at this time, I thought that you only had a speed decrease when you had the weapon out. So I figured, oh well, if I don't have the weapon out, I'm the normal speed, I'll be fine. And this thing has like a lot more damage than the default melee weapon, so I figured, well, that's not really a downside. When I take it out, I'm gonna be slow, but so what? But that is not the case. It's actually, you're slow all the time, and I didn't really understand that before. And so now I don't use that melee weapon at all because it is a downside. As a Demoman, you really want to be quick because you're already a pretty slow class as it is. So now that we captured A, I like to check this room just to make sure that no one's in it. I just spammed pipe bombs here, making sure that there are no spies in the corners, just in case, because I don't want to leave a spy back there and he comes behind us and backstabs all of us. So gotta make sure that place is clear. So now moving on to point B, there's a lot of people already on it, and so all I can really do is spam my stickies and pipe bombs, just trying to get some sort of damage. When I come over here, here's a Demoman. I'm the worst at demo versus demo. Well, look at this guy. Demoman charge, and he almost gets me. Luckily, I have Homura here healing me up. These two medics healing me up, so thank you. But yeah, that Demoman, for some reason, just liked to Demopan me, or try to Demopan me. So crit's heavy on the point. I just had to back up here and wait for Uber. Homura here is very close to Uber, so all I have to do is hold out for a little bit, wait for it to charge, and then get ready to push in. So now that he's fully charged, I reload. Make sure you reload before you charge him with an Uber. And look at these guys on the point. They're not really noticing my stickies, and kaboom! Take out 4 guys on the point. Here's a heavy. I get a skull cutter on him. I know it's a bad weapon, but I managed to kill him and pretty much clear the point. There's no one here. There is one heavy that I have to take care of now, but this point is pretty much clear, and I asked for my team to help me push on this point because we need to capture it quick before the enemy team spawns again. Random crit on that demo, and now I see the sniper in that window, and I have the hardest time trying to shoot in that window for some reason. It would probably be easier to shoot with my pipe bombs, but with my stickies, it always gets stuck on the outside of that window, and I can never get them. So buff banner on the point here. I do get taken out, but my team manages to capture the point when I'm not there, so unfortunately I don't get any capture points, but at least I help my team by clearing out that point, so it's a little easier to capture. So next life, trying to get the point C a little quicker by sticky jumping, and I fail at that too. So now that's 2 things I have to work on. I have to work on my sticky jumping as well as my rocket jumping. I think this pyro here is a spy, and I get a little suspicious. I start hacking away at him, but he's legit, he's cool. And now it's time to move on to point C. And when I come to this doorway, by the way, the slowest door I think in TF2, there's a soldier there, and so I have to kind of drive him away with my pipe bombs. But when I come up here, I notice that there's a battle NG on the point who loves to place mini-sentries right there, and these mini-sentries can be annoying. I mean, they can chip away at your health, and I must kill it. Like, I kill it a lot. In fact, let's keep count of how many times I kill this mini-sentry. So that's 1 time already. It goes up again, and I do manage to take it out, but unfortunately I die, so that's 2 times I took it out. And at this point, I'm kind of hoping that, okay, well, maybe he won't put it up again, but when I come over here next life, oh, well, there it is, again. Another mini-sentry. That's 3 times I take it out. I'm hoping that now I can actually focus on killing people rather than a mini-sentry, but as I'm trying to go for these guys, another mini-sentry goes up again. I do take it out, so that's 4 times, and now I actually see the engineer put up another one. So again, I go for it, so that's 5 times. That's 5 mini-sentries. That's 500 metal right there. Now I'm expecting that engineer to be out there again with another mini-sentry, but what I don't realize is that we actually have people on the point. And so while I'm reloading here, I see that we have a lot of people on the point, so I decided to go help them. Try to sticky jump here, but of course I can't make it because I'm not very good at it. I do get an assist on that soldier there, but I was actually just trying to sticky jump right onto the point and help capture. So now that we got point C, it is time to move on to point D, and this area right here can be a little tricky because their spawn is actually right here. You can see that the Demoman is just spamming out this spawn door, and so I don't want to hang out there too long because I'm sure he's setting up some kind of sticky trap for me. Now Homura, our medic, has 100% crit streak, so he pops it for me, so thank you. I do manage to take out those 2 heavies as well as this soldier here. He's jumping all over the place, so it's difficult to get him. Take out that pyro as well, and now the point is pretty much clear. This is last soldier here with a direct hit, but we easily take care of him and easily take this point. Just setting up some sticky traps here on the top, kind of obvious sticky traps, but it's just to kind of, you know, make them go away. We don't want them near this point. So now we got point D, and it is time to move to the last point, point E. And these guys are already set up on this point, but we have a buff banner. We can take them out pretty easily. Point is pretty much clear, and now it's time to get on the point and capture this. And this point takes the longest time to capture, and it is a very dangerous point to capture because you are basically right above a huge pit, and if a pyro were to come up behind you and air blast you off that, you're just going to fall into the pit and everyone's going to die. So you want to make sure that when you're capturing that point that you actually check all directions, because people can actually come this direction and flank you from behind. So Homoda here has crits and he pops it for me. Unfortunately, I don't really anticipate it very well, and I don't use it very well. In fact, I don't get any hits with it. So now I'm low on health and I have to retreat. I can't really survive out there very long against a sentry. So just trying to set up a sticky trap here to cover our back and get more health and rebuild that Uber, because that was completely my bad. I just, for some reason, the reloading time and all that, the timing was off, and I just couldn't get anything. So a heavy into the doorway, I do manage to take him out with a roller, and now there's this pyro who's trying to flank us from our left, and boom, take him out with a direct hit from my grenade launcher. Now when I attack as a Demoman, I usually like to start off with pipe bombs first, and then follow up with sticky bombs. And the reason I like to do that is because I like to launch those pipe bombs and let them roll near the enemy, and by the time I take out and switch to my sticky bomb launcher, I can actually detonate the sticky bomb launcher at almost the same time that the pipe bombs will explode, because there's a time delay for the pipe bombs. And so what I'm trying to do as a Demoman is I'm trying to cause a lot of damage very quickly so they don't have time to heal up. Now Homoda here actually has Kritzkrieg, and so I call for it. I'm trying to get those guys over there. So when I call for it, he pops it, and unfortunately there's a level 3 sentry over there, and I jump, and when I jump I get caught in the crossfire of that sentry, and I get blown back and blown right into the pit. That was, again, my bad. I wasn't paying attention too much, and I just wasted another Kritzkrieg, so I apologize for that. So next life, taking the teleporter. Again, teleporters are very useful on this map when you're trying to capture the last point, because you want a constant flow of people coming to this point. If you lose momentum, you're going to start to get pushed back, and they're going to control this entire room. So you want to keep pressure in this room. Mini-sentry is annoying, so I have to take care of that. And now I just start spamming away my pipe bombs and my stickies. So you can see I use those in combination. Here's a Demoman over there, down to 18 health, with really no medic nearby. There are medics up there, but I almost die right on the point. But luckily the medics come over here and join me, and now we are trying to capture this point. So Homoda has Kritzkrieg and he pops it for me, so thank you. We managed to take out that heavy, and now it is time to capture this point. This point is pretty much clear. I'm just trying to set up some sticky traps so that they can't attack us from there, and we end up winning the round. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.